McKinnon and I'm the founder of Eat Sleep Brides DIC, and we are a social enterprise based in the Scottish Borders. We comprise of two distinct services. So we have our commercial aim, which is providing a recreational sport to the local community and to tourists that come to visit the caravan parks or stay in Airbnbs along the coast. And then our social aim is supporting young people and their families to make positive choices. And we do that through a range of volunteering and employment opportunities. So we essentially provide therapeutic equine interactions to children and young people in the local and surrounding areas. As I said, we do this through either employment opportunities or volunteering opportunities. We run various projects to support children of all ages. Our biggest projects we have just now is one called Take the Reins, which is essentially workshops that we provide to children that are not attending school. And that's by using our volunteers and our sort of wider team, we kind of harness the professionals around us, and they deliver workshops on nature therapy, nail therapy, business planning. We've got a partnership going with Edinburgh University, so the children are currently learning how to write a business plan and sell their products. Another thing that we do is something called equine facilitated learning. So this is about teaching people to be present, and the best thing to do is with a horse, because horses live in the moment. They spend their life figuring out when they're going to get eaten or how not to get eaten, to be the case. And it's about working with horses silently and working on your energy. So it's about understanding your self-awareness and your presence, and essentially how your behaviour affects others, and understanding that there's other choices you can take in life. And because horses are such great levelers and they essentially mirror who we are, they're a fantastic animal to work with in that setting. The impact that we've seen over the last 3 years is, well, our volunteers team has grown from 2 to 71 in 3 years. We currently employ 17 people. 9 of them are young people, 5 of them are on work permits. We do a lot of no one left behind agreements with the local authority, as well as running after school clubs for children that are in the state of free school meals. So that's something we do every Friday. We run our own pony clubs, so we kind of designed our own structure and designed our own activity books so we can deliver activities, and we can accredit children with rosettes and certificates at the end. And we have 4 young people we also employ who are currently in training for their British Horse Society exams. Eat Sleep Bride have funded them, and we've got 6 people sitting exams within the next 2 months so they can continue on their progression. We also have a partnership with the Association of British Riding Schools, which has allowed our young people to gain access to an open university course to be a responsible groom. It's just another great project that we've had going this year. And I suppose we wouldn't be able to do all of this, one, without the community. We wouldn't have got through COVID without our community, and definitely not our volunteers. 2, without the tourists, really. You know, East Lothian, if you think about it, the people we work with in this area, so we're East Berwickshire, 70% of the people we work with are beneficiaries. So we really need East Lothian and Berwick and the caravan parks to kind of support our social aim and to essentially bolster the economy in the local community. And for our local community, essentially we provide accessible and affordable equine interactions. I think there's this per se that horses are expensive, but I think there's so much more you can do with them. It's not just about putting someone on a horse, and there's a whole experiential learning process that we can take people through, and actually just spending time with people and understanding what it is they want to gain from a session is really the value of what we do, as well as the welfare of the animal, which hopefully, when you see all our lovely photos, you can see how well looked after they all are.
So I do a bit of everything. I've been doing the Take the Reins course for the past year now, and learning loads of different things. So obviously I'm leaving school soon, so it's given a lot of kind of openings for me to kind of look at different stuff. So it's been really good, and obviously I do a day or so here now working, so it's been really good. Obviously the people, it's really good. I moved from a horse not long ago, and it's really different not having all the people around, but obviously Danny's helped me a lot because like with school and stuff, so it's been, for the last few years, it's been really good. So he's been there, so it's just the people mainly for me, but obviously everything's really good with the kids, and it's all just quite big and happy. It's really good.
Hi, I'm Derek. We are livery here at Eat Sleep Bride. Livery isn't just livery here, it's, I don't know how to describe it, it's just like it's a different way of life. It's a whole community down here. that I've learned so much from being here. Like kind of be a scratching post for a horse. Yeah, when we first came here, I didn't know horses. I wasn't a horsey person. Now I'm horse daft. Danny's just taught us so much how to love horses, how to love yourself, and just a fantastic community down here. So anybody who wants to be livery here, come. Anybody who wants to come and just have a shot at horses or just clap a horse, love a horse, just be around horses, come, because that's what it's all about here. It's just an amazing place to be.
It's got osteoarthritis all across here, and so he really appreciates a good massage. I think the community is actually the best thing about this, in the sense that I'm a community counsellor for Eyemouth, and we know what's feeding on up here, whether it be tourists or whether it be kids that have challenges that need support. And as a community council, we're very involved in supporting the Eyemouth community to flourish better because of what we're doing here with people as well as the horses. COVID has been a bit of a challenge. We have lots of lovely bed and breakfasts in Eyemouth that literally lost their income overnight, and as a community council we've had to support them, and we've had to work with ways of getting tourists back. We're in the middle of setting up airs at the moment so that people who are coming in vans and motorhomes have got somewhere to park, where they've got the facilities that they need, but they're not going to disrupt the town. And again, although that's, you're saying, well, what's that got to do with the stables? Well, what it's got to do with the stables is that those conversations take place here on that level constantly. Danny is constantly innovating and making connections and bringing in grants. It's an integral point of community activity around small businesses, around tourism, around the environmental concerns of, on one hand we want tourists, but on the other hand we don't want litter. We want to have responsible attitudes to everything. So when it comes to things like ecotourism and water supplies and horses, that applies to the town.
Help get the horses in the morning, or any other work needs done, clean the fields, and then finish up at the end of the day and any other odd jobs that are needing done. Enjoy being around the horses a lot, learn all their different personalities and how to deal with them. I think improving the social skills as well, being around people a lot more.
I come here Tuesdays and Fridays and do the fields and like any other jobs that I get asked to do.
So I do one day a week here generally, do Fridays, and me and Kenzie work together and do the fields, and kind of look after any other little things around the yard, as well as helping the kids, or helping Danny with the kids and sessions leading horses. Also me and Danielle have been doing nature therapy courses with the kids. So we've been taking them down onto the new site and planting trees together and maintaining the fields and trying to take ragwort away from the fields and sort of make the space a space.
So I really hope you've enjoyed meeting some of the team and learning about what we do here and our horses. I suppose just on a finishing note, I really feel that if there was someone that could lead the community tourism in the area, there's lots of partnerships, but actually to have just one point of call where we could have regular network meetings to actually not just discuss but actually implement these plans and really start to get out there. I think packages are really the way forward, especially with people not able to travel this year abroad, or people finding that it's just too much money to go abroad in quarantine. So we've got a real opportunity here to kind of gather all our resources and harness everything that we can offer and package it up so people want to stay and stay for longer. And I just really think that, like we've talked about being the community, and we've had lots of lovely stories about what we do in the community, but I just feel like lifting up this economy, if we all work together, it's something that we can do. And I really see a future in tourism in the area, just what we have to offer. So Yeah. Thank you.